I'm Alistair and this is the Highland Hikers. Wow, what an unbelievably scorching hot day it is. It's just roasting. Thanks for joining me again. Today I'm going to go up another fairly easy Munro. My face would probably say that is not the truth because the sweat is pouring off me. It's on my arms, my face. I've only been walking maybe about 2 kilometres, but it's so hot today. I've got plenty of water, so hopefully it'll be enough to get me up and down this beauty of a hill. So today I'm heading up Ben Lomond, so the most southerly Munro in Scotland, and it's probably one of the most popular, easily just because it's so close to the central belt and it's got great car parking access. Fortunately enough today I managed to avoid a cost. The machine wasn't working, but it's usually about £3 a day, so suntan lotion is running in my eyes already. But yeah, this should only take me about 4.5 to 5 hours to get up and down, and yeah, it's going to be an absolute belter, so stick with me and we'll show you what this beauty has got to offer. It truly is like it's a really spectacular Munro. You know, it's just absolutely beautiful. You see it from miles around when you're in the kind of southern part of Scotland. I say the southern part is the central part of Scotland, but the views, pretty much the whole way up this hill, are absolutely spectacular. You look out across the south of Loch Lomond, you've got all the inches, if you like, or the wee islands that just kind of litter that part of the loch, and this really is arguably one of the most spectacular areas for scenery in the whole of this country. It's just unbelievable, and you can see why it's so popular. So I'm over halfway up now, and I've got to what I would describe as the flat part. So almost from the start in Rowardennan car park to this point, you've got fairly steady ascent the whole way. It doesn't really level out much at all until you get to here, and then as you can see behind me, you know, it's a nice kind of flat section until you get to the end there, and then you've got the kind of final climb up to the summit. So what I would say is, if this is your first Munro or one of your first Munros, then just make sure you bring the right equipment. I'm probably a wee bit over prepared. I've got a full extra layer of clothing in my bag just in case it gets a bit chilly, and that's very unlikely given the weather forecast. But there's some people I'm seeing I've passed coming down the hill who have got nothing other than a hat and a set of sunglasses. They've not got any water or anything like that. And in a day like this, you know, I don't think you'd be doing yourself any favours by not bringing any water at least. From here, I'm going to head up the rest of this flat section and hopefully get to the top before sunset. And there we have it. the summit of Ben Lomond at 974 metres, and you know something, I am so happy that I made the decision to come up here so late on in the day. I have the summit to myself. There is not even a drop of wind up here, and the views are amazing. It's just behind us here over towards Ben More. The clouds are just kind of reaching round the top of the summit, but you can still see it. It just looks absolutely amazing. This is why you come out walking. You come out walking for days like this, when you get to see views as spectacular as this, and it's just amazing what Scotland has to offer. Fantastic. So once you've reached the summit of Ben Lomond, you've got two options of how you're going to get back to the start. You can retrace your steps back down the way you've come up, which, to be fair, is probably one of the most beautiful out and back walks you're going to do in Scotland, especially if you didn't bother looking back on the way up to see what was behind you. Or your other option is to head down the Ptarmigan Ridge. So you basically just kind of head straight over the summit. There's a wee bit of a scramble on the other side. Nothing too difficult at all. And then you just got to watch your footing on the way down, and it becomes a bit of a loop circuit. So I'm heading down the Tarmagen Ridge just now. I haven't actually gone down this way before, so I'm really looking forward to it. How many inches are in Loch Lomond? A very interesting question. So I'm a good way down the Tarmagen Ridge. As you can see behind me, I'm almost back to the start. So I think we're going to leave this video about here. So the ridge itself, coming down on Ptarmigan Ridge, I really enjoyed that. It was a great way to come back down the mountain. If you're coming up here for the first time, is it for you? You can always give it a try, you can have a wee look and see what you think. It gets easier as it goes on. The hardest bit is the bit straight off the summit there, so it doesn't get any worse than that if you're coming up here and you've never been up on Munro before. And if you don't fancy that, just head straight back down the way you came as well. The views are equally spectacular. Although if you do feel that, I think the Tarmagen Ridge way back is definitely the better of the two options there. So thank you very much for watching. Give us a wee thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, and we shall see you for our next walk.